Hey, this is Kamori, and today we're going to be doing another pattern review, this time from the Gothic and Lolita Bible, number 38, and we're going to be making the Angelic Pretty Christmas hair bow. Like most Japanese pattern magazines, you're going to have to trace the patterns from a sheet of paper that is included in the magazine. So we're going to need the base bow piece, the smaller piece that's for the knot of the bow, and then we're also going to need to trace a pattern for the candy cane. Use the large rectangle piece to cut one piece out of your main fabric and then another piece out of the lining. For this project, I'm just using the same fabric for both the lining and the outside of the bow. I'm using this red glitter satin that I had left over from another project just because it seems very festive. Then on one of them, we're going to apply some fusible interfacing. Next, we're going to sew some pom-pom trim onto either side of the bow so that the pom-poms are pointing towards the center. If I was to redo this, I would baste it on by hand instead of machine, just for a little bit more control over the pom-poms. Next, we're going to sandwich on the other layer of the bow and sew them together along the top and along the bottom. Turn the bow right side out so that the pom-poms are sticking out. Then we're going to fold the piece in half and sew it together along the side. I also added a bit of zigzag stitching to keep it from fraying any further. To make the knot of the bow, we're going to cut one of the knot piece out of some of the red satin. Then we're going to apply some fusible interfacing to the back, and we're going to fold it in half and sew it together along the side. Turn the bow knot right side out. Then I also folded down the edges and sewed them into place. Wrap the knot piece around the center of the bow and thread it through a barrette, and then we're going to hand sew it into place and also secure the barrette on either side of the bow. Use the candy cane pattern piece to cut the piece out of some stiff felt, then draw on the design with a gold fabric marker. Sew the felt candy cane onto one side of the bow. Then I also sewed on a little ribbon made out of some organdy ribbon. And the last detail to add is a little charm on the opposite side. Now, the one in the magazine was using a star charm, and I think it had the Angelic Pretty logo printed on it. I don't have one of those, so I just used a cute little Santa charm that I had found at Joann's. And with that, the Christmas bow is done. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's very festive. The pom-poms ended up being a bit more difficult to sew in than I thought they would be. But other than that, it was fairly easy to put together. For more Lolita sewing tutorials, please subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.